What's Montreal like in 2026? Find out next on Jaycation. Bonjour! Bonjour, Jaycationers! Welcome back to another video here in the Montreal series. That's right, we're back in Quebec, back in this beautiful city of Montreal. And in this video, I'm gonna show you what it's like visiting Montreal in 2026. Some new spots, like this amazing beer spot just in the middle of downtown Montreal. And we're gonna also venture off to Mont-Royal to check out the Les Tam-Tams on Sundays, bike around here to see all the different neighborhoods around town. Montreal is such a beautiful city. The weather is nice. We're filming this in the middle of May, and I'm really excited to be back. Convenient for San Diegans are non-stop flights to Montreal via Air Canada, which takes around 5 hours. Air Canada also offers non-stop direct flights from the West Coast from cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, and Vancouver. Make sure to look out your window before landing, as you will see the gorgeous Montreal skyline and Mount Royal right before landing in Canada's second most populous city. From YUL Airport, it's around a 25 to 30 minute ride to the city center. All right, Jaycationers, we have a treat. We're here with Esteban, the owner of Bains Ninkasi, with Bains meaning bath, and Ninkasi meaning the goddess of?
The goddess of beer.
One-of-a-kind spa experience in northern Canada. First of its kind, you mixed some of your favorites. Local breweries, hops, barley, with spas that you were influenced by visiting them all around the world, right?
Exactly, and even like an immersive experience. By immersive, I mean like sensory experience. So as you heard, there is different sound, different texture, different lights during the whole experience that immerse yourself.
It's really all about indulgence, experiencing the sounds, feeling like you're away from the city, and a nice infusion of brewery decorations, feeling like you're in a brewery but you're in a luxury spa. And you actually really start off with these scrubs right here. You get to pick one of these three. I'll tell you, I'm picking the middle one already, Esteban. It smells great.
This is a scrub bag that you will use during your bath. Different hops, different aromas. The experience starts right here. During your bath, you will enjoy one of these beer if you want. Each of them come with chocolate, so it's a match like beer and chocolate. We work with a very high quality chocolate producer in Quebec. All the beers here, or most of them, receive like worldwide prices for the qualities. So from smoothie beer to imperial stout, we have very, very creative and original beer made in Quebec.
The local chocolates here, you never thought that you would have chocolate and beer paired together, but this is the experience that you get.
Yeah, and people ask me, is it good to mix chocolate and where it comes from? And the only way is like experience it and you will let me know.
That's amazing. I'm excited to try it all out. Bathrobe ready? Let's hit the sauna. We're gonna try the cold tub. Excuse me for my yelling. 3, 2, 1. Wow, that's cool. I'm ready for the beer spa now. We're now in here for the next hour. And I have a private tap right here. It's a blonde beer from a local brewery. You guys know I love the blondes. And some water here as well. And then we also got the hops scrub. This is amazing. We're in here with the barley and the hops, and you get the private experience here for about an hour. This is a social spa, so whisper within means the only time you should probably scream is when that cold water hits you. You definitely can talk a little louder through the bubbles if you're here with a group or with a couple, or if you're talking to the camera like I am. the blonde beer is to my dispensing. Nice, refreshing blonde beer. When you also have the option of getting a charcuterie board, you definitely got to do it. They bring out a table that spans across here, and you have different types of meats, cheeses. You guys know I love the pungent cheese. Put it on that Dijon. Spicy. That's amazing. Washing it down with a beer. This might be spa heaven right here, guys. All those beers that you see out front, you can order while you're sitting in the bathtub. And this is the Le Prospecteur microbrewery. This is called Cuisine Japonaise. It's a yuzu flavored beer. Ice cold. Sante. Got a little citrusy yuzu flavor to it. Definitely a unique beer. And it's paired with that local chocolates. We're gonna have to try those chocolates. So this is Citron Nougatine Chocolate au lait, 48%. Comes with some nuts and raisins. It's amazing. Local Quebecois chocolate company just down the street. Paired with this yuzu beer. I'm just loving this. Beer spa. Who knew how indulgent this would be? I gotta say, the Dijon, specifically in the charcuterie board, is dank. I didn't think I was gonna kill this charcuterie board. And we're just savoring this yuzu beer. So it's time for the body wrap, and this is the mix for the body wrap, so we're gonna put it on. All green, like an alien. Let's get into the hay bed for a little bit. I don't know how horses do it, but we're getting in here on the robe, chilling. I could use a beer. This is the Libre beer. 5%, looks good. I think there's like bananas infused in it. Oh wow, this is like a nice, juicy looking drink right there. It's like a milkshake beer. Brasserie du Bas Canada. Banana, mango, it's mixed with cocoa. Oh, what? You even taste the coconut shavings. This is for sure like a banana shake. Nothing beats a hay bed in a beer spa. Who knew? Sante. So Bains Ninkasi was amazing. Shout out to the staff here. It was a great beer. All their beers are amazing and unique. This whole process was great. I did enjoy the beer bath and just hanging out. That cold, pale plunge was crazy. I definitely would do this again, and I do suggest this for your stag party or bachelorette party. It's definitely a fun time. 2 thumbs up. Make sure you check it out here in Montreal. Let's move on to the next place. Next up is Les Tam-Tams du Montreal, which takes place on Sundays. You can actually take the 80 bus north along Park Avenue or an Uber just like I did because we were in a bit of a hurry. The next place we're checking out is here at the Sir Georges Etienne Cartier Monument, and it's a Sunday. We're here at the Les Tam-Tams, which is a gathering of drummers, dancers, and admirers. There's even other vendors around here. Last year we drove by, we saw some Filipino vendors, a Filipino food truck, but it's a really cool event that only happens here on Sundays by Mont Royal. You can walk around, you can hear the drummers behind me, and it looks like a really good time. So let's cross the crosswalk and not get ran over and check out some of the drummers and dancers. Sir Georges Etienne Cartier Monument. And wow, it almost reminds me of the Jimmy Fallon skits that they do with the drummers, and they do like songs with popular artists. Drummers and dancers to the beats. Really nice monument. I just drove by this last year, so really cool to experience it in person. A lot of cool instruments around here, bongos and all that. They even get creative with trash cans. That's really cool. And the sun is peeking out. You can see Mont Royal here in the distance. Beautiful Sunday here in Montreal. If you want to feel the local cultural vibes here in Montreal, come here on a Sunday. Even got a hacky sack circle going on there. Me and my cousins used to hacky sack all the time. People just having a wild and free, fun time here. Also, while in Montreal, I was told by a couple of Montrealers to say this: go Habs, go. Their playoff game is today in a couple of hours at the Bell Center, so go Habs, go. One of the most popular places to visit in Montreal is the Old Port. It's a 2.5 kilometer waterfront recreation area spanning the St. Lawrence River. This is the Grand Quai du Port de Montreal. We made it back to the viewport area. There is Canada's largest Ferris wheel right next to the zip line, which we did in the video from last year. We're headed over to the clock tower over this way, and you can see the Biosphere across the way, and part of the F1 track is on an island, and it's right across the St. Lawrence River. Right behind me is the clock tower that was built from 1919 to 1922. It memorializes sailors that were lost out at sea. Look at this beautiful building here by the clock tower quay area. Love the design is over here in Old Montreal. We made it here to the main tourist area here in Montreal, and we're at the Old Port. They have an area here with mini golf and bungee jumping. For those of you that don't know, I am super terrified of jumping off a ledge. I had a choice between doing the bungee jump or the mini golf. I decided to go with mini golf. So you got beautiful views here of the skyline of Montreal as well as the bungee jump area, and you can do a little bit of mini golf. It'll be a fun weekend out with the family or your friends. There's many things you can do here. Last year we went on a excursion on the St. Lawrence River, and they even have viewing decks around this area and really nice park spaces that you could just enjoy the fresh air and the beautiful city of Montreal. So here's the price list for your mini golf Montreal. So check out all the little mini golf courses here. Look at the beautiful views of the skyline from here and the miniature version of the Empire State Building. So they have these really cool different types of obstacle courses. I'm supposed to hit it through this pipe and in to hole 15. Let's see how we do. I'm already at 1. Not bad. Finish this up. There we go. We got one. See what we can do over here. Hey! Get in the hole. See if we can do a hole-in-one here. That's not quite a hole-in-one. Let's see if we can do a hole-in-2. There we go. So that is your miniature 18 putt course. Really fun time to come out here. They even have some lights. If you want to hop on that little cruise on the St. Lawrence River, it's right next door. If you do want to do the bungee jump, it's literally connected to this mini golf course, and it's right up there. It's one of the crazier types of bungees, but hey, it's still a good time if you're a thrill seeker like that. They even have an IMAX around here and a lot of fun things for the kids and the family. Another convenient way to get around the city is using the metro, and we're here in Centreville. We're headed over to the Basilica of Notre-Dame. Really excited to check it out because we didn't get to last time. Look how beautiful the entryway here to Centreville is. Really nice artwork here hanging from the ceilings. And here it's Cafe Starbucks, not regular Starbucks. This is the only place in the world that I see cafe in front of Starbucks. We are now walking past the Chinatown area here off the Place d'Armas station. There are some food dogs here to greet you. The welcoming gate, lots of great dumplings over here I heard. From the metro station, it's about a 10-minute walk from Place d'Armas. After last year's travel guide, one thing I realized was missing from my Montreal trip was a visit to the Notre-Dame Basilica. It was built between 1824 and 1829. It's a neo-Gothic revival design. They're actually working on one of the sides right here to revive the outside and preserve it, but the inside is what's magical. I've seen some pictures of the inside of the cathedral, and there's just beautiful wood decorations and some really unique colors. I've been to many cathedrals all over the world, and this is definitely one of the most beautiful interiors. If you look at the ground, you could also see some fleur-de-lis, which is part of the Quebec flag. Speaking of the Quebec flag, there's one right up there, hanging proud all over the city. We're back outside here in the corner of Notre-Dame. It was beautiful. Let me talk about the experience. When we're walking in, you see all the beautiful wood carvings, all the blues, golds, and browns. Even the ceilings were amazing. Blue ceilings with gold stars. You see the spiral staircase that the priest used to go up to do his sermon. If you go up there, apparently they built it to where you don't have to amplify your voice. There were various pews and places you could light candles. They had different carvings of the Stations of the Cross and Jesus Christ. Even in the pews, they had some really beautiful carvings of saints and the Virgin Mary. I even saw Jeremiah right by the spiral staircase, which my real full name is Jeremiah. It's Jeremy here in Quebec. Yes, it is one of the most beautiful interiors. Just like the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, the interior is amazing, it's very unique. All those wood carvings were very impressive, and they do have translations for everything in French and in English, so you can see the history of who designed certain things. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's probably top 3 landmarks here in Montreal, and I'm glad I got to show it to you here in 2026. Make sure, once again, you guys get a ticket either online or at the box office, and you can enjoy it. They even have certain light shows and stuff in the inside, so you can look into that on their website. Worth a visit, something you need to do, even on your first trip to Montreal. The Metropolitan, you'll notice this in places like Sacré-Cœur in Paris. Well, they have this here in Montreal because this was given from Paris to Montreal. So a really nice sign here. And don't be confused, you're still in Canada, you're not in France. I've never seen KFC as PFK before. What's PFK? Poulet. I'm freezing cold, so I went inside to Première Moisson to grab a matcha latte. They have pastries and croissants and drinks. Nice cafe here by the metro in Verdun. I'm a 1 coffee a day guy, and if I need an extra kick, I usually get matcha. A little matcha from Première Maison. I'm here with neighborhood guide and friend, because we met him last year, Daniel. How you doing?
What's up, guys?
Thanks for showing me around today. You know so much about Montreal. Having you around to show me Verdun and the surrounding areas. Really excited to learn more about it. So you'll hear a lot from him in this segment.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it, man. Daniel and I are gonna hop on a Bixie bike and tour around the neighborhood. So Daniel's touring me around here on the trail.
What's up?
And we're here on the St. Lawrence River.
Yeah, St. Lawrence River, and a beautiful stretch of it right along the waterfront of Verdun. Good for cycling, walking, hanging out with friends. Right across the way there is Nuns Island, officially part of the Verdun neighborhood. There's a golf course and a spa. It's beautiful apartments. That's just across the way there.
I gotta focus on the bike. I didn't bring the equipment to get this on a bike. We'll learn tomorrow because we're going on a bike tour officially tomorrow. So this is one of the beaches and one of the only parts of the St. Lawrence River that you could actually swim in. Not today, it's closed. During the summer, I'm sure this place gets packed. So beach in Montreal, here you go. There's one of them. Who knew? And Montreal's an island. Remember that, guys. A lot of people don't realize that until they come here for the first time. Definitely rent a bike while you're here. Another viewpoint of the beach area here, and that's still Nuns Island. Allergy season in Montreal. You guys are gonna see me go down this slide right here, and they have a mini rock climbing wall for the kids, but it rained this morning, so the slide is super wet. I'm wearing a white jacket. Not a good mix. Back on the bike we go. So this is their auditorium here in Verdun. And over this way, if you want to read a little bit about the history and the huge trade post back in the day and the history of the development, they have different sources of information here. So it's in French though, so you have to bring your Google Translate. This is Wellington Street, and there are a lot of shops over here, and there's even a microbrewery across the way. And this is one of the oldest neighborhoods, one of the more hip places. We're in here at Bosa. They have tomato sauce here, and a lot of the Italian restaurants around town use this tomato sauce for their pizzas and pastas. There's even a Bosa brand. They have a couple of these around the city, but it's also a cafe, so you can grab your coffees over here. This is the original location. Bosa Pret a Manger. Excuse my pronunciation once again. So Verdun is actually one of the oldest neighborhoods in all of Canada, not just Montreal. And in 2015, they ended 150 years of prohibition. And that's when bars and microbreweries started popping up over here. So now you'll see some breweries in old banks and some really nice backyards converted into breweries. It's definitely a step away from the downtown area of Montreal. And honestly, it only took about 20 minutes to get here via metro. So they're setting up for the summer, and over in this neighborhood, they set up the outdoor seating areas, and they also close down the streets, serve their patrons over here. Really nice area. Go Habs, go. So this is the magnolia trees.
Point St. Charles, referred to as the Point. So this is one of the parks, beautiful park here, and I'm gonna take you somewhere pretty special.
So this used to be a bathhouse, now office building. Very Art Deco here. Wow.
So this is a farm run entirely by women, and actually their names are written on the stone, which is part of recent initiatives to name women and their contributions to the city of Montreal.
Really cool mural of Point St. Charles here in the alleyways of one of the neighborhoods. These Bixi bikes, you could actually, at any of the stations, you can use your credit card, or there's an app for it, and it's not just for locals, the tourists can get it too. So if you're wondering if you can get these bikes, you can. Last year, Daniel took us to ones in the plateau, I think. So here's the farmhouse, the back of it. We're on a bike path right now, and this is a museum. They're open sometimes during the week.
This says no feeding squirrels or pigeons.
Well, these squirrels are pretty fat, so I don't think they need to get fed. Daniel took me over to this viewpoint right by the train yard. Really beautiful buildings right in front of me, but you can see downtown and the skyline, some trains passing by. You can see, is that Montreal in the background? This is a secret spot. This is a hidden gem.
Yeah, you have to be on a tour.
And you gotta take a Bixi here because it's nice. It's a good workout too.
The old Coke signs and like the duplex with the stairs out front and the balcony, people hanging out and kids playing hockey on the street. The power lines, it's very representative of these types of working class neighborhoods, and obviously our love for hockey, and you got the Canadiens logo on the jersey there.
We're right by the canal and the views of the skyline. The sun is peeking out. This is amazing. This is beautiful. Breezeway here to see the skyscrapers of downtown. You can see the Bell Center where the hockey team plays. They'll have a big playoff game tomorrow, Game 4. They're up 2-1. Gene Pendon, he's of Philippine descent. He makes these really nice murals around the city. And this is a mural of Oscar Peterson, and he's a big jazz musician from this area. Made it back to my hotel. We're in the middle of downtown Montreal. Beautiful spot. I'm loving it over here, but I wanted to shout out Daniel for giving me a great tour today around the hidden gem neighborhoods of Montreal. Make sure you guys check those neighborhoods out. They're very unique and definitely tell a story. I know we've done Miles End and Le Plateau area, which are beautiful spots, but that's where a lot of the tourists do go. These other neighborhoods that I just showed you, they have similar types of housing with the staircases up front and a lot of charm. The canals are great, as well as that beach in that bike path. So make sure you check it out next time you're here in Montreal. Next activity we're doing is here at the Old Port. This is Roule on wheels. We're doing a bike tour around the island of Montreal. We're gonna see things like Habitat 67 and the F1 track. So I'm really excited to get on the bikes here. You can get e-bikes and regular bikes.
My name is Guillaume.
Guillaume, how you doing?
Good.
So can you talk a little bit about the bike tours that are to offer? You got 2 a day?
Yeah, we got 2 a day, one at 10 a.m., one at 2 p.m. Schedule depends on the day, but we have 2 itineraries basically. There's the one you did this morning, which is more of the architectural panoramic view of Montreal with the islands where the World Fair took place in '67, so the Jean Drapeau Park and all that, and the Lachine Canal. Our other tour is more of a city tour, so going around the Plateau Montreal, downtown, to the entrance of the Montreal, basically more focused on the habits of the residents and you know how we live life around here. Yeah.
And you also have a choice of a regular bike and an e-bike.
Exactly. For a bike tour, we have about 125 regular bikes, city bikes, and then about 70 electric bikes.
What's the website?
RouleMontreal.com or MontrealOnWheels.com. Both work.
Merci beaucoup. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So we're going on the canal area, and there's so many different bike paths here. We're gonna see more of the canal area, which we saw yesterday, and check out Habitat 67 too. This building right here is a former hotel. It's now office spaces, but this was one of the original hotels for the Canadian Railway, kind of like the Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City. Not a hotel anymore, it's just office space, but still really beautiful. It looks like a castle in Scotland.
Lachine Canal, right? Montreal is an island. It's an island that you cannot boat around. There is rapids on the St. Lawrence River right in front of the island of Montreal. So back in those days when you were sailing in, Old Montreal was pretty much the further you could go. From there, from Old Montreal, you had to carry your boat on land, do portage, right? Go around the rapids, put it back on the water to continue towards the Great Lake. On the other side, right, on the first row, like a late 90s, early 2000, right, the first row, those old factories, right, was mainly turned into apartment condos. Beside the canal, this is where people want to live. Montreal is also big in green technology, new technology, especially multimedia, animation, 3D, cartoon, video games.
Oh, this would have been perfect for my drone.
Flashback.
This is gone.
I need a fishing net. Someone's got to grab it with a fishing net.
Come here.
Is it running out of battery or something? Oh.
Habitat 67 is a landmark modular housing complex designed by architect Moshe Safdie for the 1967 World's Fair, the Expo 67. The brutalist architectural icon consists of 354 prefabricated concrete cubes stacked in irregular formations, creating 158 distinct residences.
When the teacher opened the book, they say, wow, this guy's a genius. We have to make it happen. The project was retained, and he was teamed up with a more experienced architect as well for the realization of his first project, because he was only 23 at this time.
The same architect that built this is the same architect that built the buildings over in Singapore with the different pillars. Beautiful views of the skyline of Montreal. You could even see the Ferris wheel across the St. Lawrence River. We're in the area where they have the Osheaga festival, a very popular festival. Olivia Rodrigo did perform here last year. Really nice sculptures around here, and we're right by the Montreal Biosphere. It's a great ride to check out, and they have Adirondack chairs here, giant ones at that, and you can just enjoy the views of Montreal. Look how fast the current goes here at the St. Lawrence River. Beautiful skies today though, and I'm on the giant Adirondack chair right now. We're chilling on the Adirondack chair. Next stop is the Montreal Biosphere. There's a swimming pool over here and a lot of nice wide space. Really great place to explore, especially on your bike. There's even a metro station over here, and I heard you could even take a ferry over this way as well to see it up close and personal. Not the Las Vegas sphere, the Montreal Biosphere. The Biosphere, on the inside in this building, they actually have a museum on climate change. On the terrace up top, you get really nice views. Another thing that is about to happen here is the Canadian Grand Prix for F1. It's actually just nearby. It's so close from now, 2 weeks away, that they had to close the island because they're getting ready for the entire race. Oh, that's a nice picture of a swimming pool and the sphere, the Biosphere. even the Biosphere, and we're gonna see if we could get a little shot of the F1 track. So since they're setting up for the F1 races, this whole area is closed, but this is as close as we can get to the racetrack. It's over in this island. You can see one of the turns over here and the grandstands and the Heineken stage. Pretty cool to see another F1 track in another part of the world.
I'm not sure if it's entered the definition of a whirlpool, but yeah, they certainly will wave.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. So we're back at the bike drop off and pick up. They also do routes that go to the plateau or even Mont-Royal. They even have private tours as well as corporate tours. So if you guys are interested in doing this, you'll see them in the description box below. Definitely a really fun tour. I never thought I'd get to see Habitat 67 and the Biosphere that close, up close and personal. So amazing. A very beautiful skyline of Montreal. We made it over here to the Champ de Mars station. We're headed back to my hotel via their metro. Look at that. Rubber tires on the subway. You can even smell the rubber burning. That's really cool. And that's what makes Montreal's very unique. That's going the other way. I got lost last time I was here. I went the other way instead of the way back towards my hotel. Well, it looks like the Habs game has commenced and they won. A lot of happy Habs fans. Go Habs, go! You could hear the roar of the crowd all the way here. This is Eaton Center. It's a shopping mall. They have a Nike and a JD over here and a Uniqlo with the World Cup coming up next month. There's the Canada jerseys. They are a Nike sponsored country. Over here in the Nike shoe wall, I am looking for a new pair of Vomeros. And they do have some here. Maybe I should take advantage of the exchange rate. Ooh, Nike club caps. That's actually really nice. If I were gonna rep something in Canada, I'd totally get this warm up soccer shirt. Look at this, somebody just flying their drone here. I would be so anxious to fly my drone here, but hey, ask for forgiveness before permission, I guess. During our stay here in Montreal, we stayed at the Fairmont, the Queen Elizabeth, right in the middle of downtown. If you want to see the video for that, I will link it down below. We're gonna do a separate, complete hotel tour. We're gonna review a regular king room and the John Lennon and Yoko Ono suite where they famously had their bed in for peace protest back in 1969. Same month as this video is being filmed, actually towards the end of May. I'm filming this in the middle of May. Make sure you check out the Fairmont, the Queen Elizabeth. It's very central to everything. Train station is just downstairs. The metro is just around the way. You also got the Bell Center where the Habs play. Everything is really close by. You could even go to Eaton Center and check out the Time Out Market. And if you haven't seen my top foods to eat in Montreal for 2026, make sure you stay tuned for that. If you're looking for a really nice place to stay, I definitely suggest the Fairmont, the Queen Elizabeth. Montreal traffic is known to get a little bit congested, especially on the way to the airport. So make sure you allow yourself at least 30 to 40 minutes to get to YUL Airport so you don't miss your flight and you're there in time to relax at a nice, comfortable lounge. Just made it over to Montreal International Airport. We're here at the International Aspire Lounge. I got myself a gin and tonic, some pasta, potato salad. My flight got delayed a couple of hours, so we'll be hanging out here. We're actually flying Air Canada to Barcelona. So Barcelona and Montreal have direct flights, so it's very convenient to go from Montreal and Barcelona and vice versa. Also, San Diego to Montreal has a nonstop flight from Air Canada as well, so that makes it very convenient and easier for San Diegans to come over here to Montreal. So I definitely say take a weekend, take a week and come out here to Montreal. It's beautiful. Love checking out the city. The vibe is great. Food is amazing. And it's just a great place to visit. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Special thanks to Montreal Tourism for hosting this video. And we will see you guys in the next one. And in the words of me, stay traveling. Montreal. Au revoir.